David Feldman-Makrias here, and I got an email from Google. Go figure. I thought it was interesting. We could go over it briefly in our conversation today and debunk some of the things that is going on. So, Google sent an email about AI. Google's approach to AI and what it means for your small business. How do you know I'm a small business? I could be an extremely large business. Google, you dummy. Whatever, I'm taking offense. Okay. Hi, David. This year, advances in artificial intelligence have made headlines across the world, but you might still be wondering what AI is exactly and how it can help small businesses like yours. There you go again, that small business stuff. Simply put, AI is computer programming that learns and adapts to solve complex problems. While it can't solve every problem, maybe it can solve my speech. It has the potential to profoundly improve our lives and the way we do business. In fact, it's already making the tools business owners often use, like Google search ads, and maps, more helpful. Google has been an AI first company for years and is enthusiastic about all the ways small businesses can continue to use this technology to reach new customers, boost revenue, and work more efficiently. We're also dedicated to keeping you and your business protected, which is why we thoroughly test Google's AI systems to make sure they follow our AI principles and are safe and secure. We know building AI responsibly is a collective effort. We are working with other leading AI companies, the federal government, to share information and best practices. This includes joint industry commitments to advance responsible practices in the development of AI. Over the next few months, we'll share more about our approach as the technology evolves. Guys, I heard on a podcast recently AI is supposed to be 1 billion times smarter than humans within 5 years or less. Just want to let that sink in for a second. AI is supposed to be 1 billion times smarter than humans in 5 years or less. We're just at the precipice of everything. And AI's been around for a while, and it's like now, oh, AI. Well, I mean, ChatGPT changed it, right? I mean, it kind of put AI in front of everybody's face because it was in a interface that's usable. So, and I use it pretty much every day, but I don't know, man. It's what are we gonna do about it? And I'm always just curious about the Google application. So let's take a look at some of these principles. We're optimistic about the potential of AI. We recognize that advanced technologies can raise important challenges. Principles describe our commitment to developing technology responsibly and work to establish specific application areas we will not pursue. What? These AI principles describe our commitment to developing technology responsibly and work to establish specific application areas we will not pursue. Okay. Be socially beneficial. The expanded reach of new technologies increasingly touches society as a whole. Advances in AI will have transformative impacts. Fields such as healthcare, security, energy, transportation. It's going to affect everything, guys. It's going to affect everything. We're taking into account a broad range of social and economic factors. This is where it gets scary. Like if you put certain messaging in, I mean, it's already happening, but you put certain messaging in AI's hands. We've already seen it with algorithmic changes with social media platforms. You start to become in these little silos. And you think, and whatever silo you're in is what reality you think you're in, which may not necessarily be the extensive truth. So, a lot of it, I think the issues are going to be in social and economic. AI, while continuing to respect cultural, social, and legal norms in countries where we operate. Google's going to be the number one company for AI, in my opinion. Reason why? They have the biggest data set. They have literally data on everything we do. More than I think a lot of other companies. Maybe Apple would rival them just because of their share of cell phones. That might be the only rival. Amazon maybe, but nobody like Google. With Google Maps, Gmail, freaking Google Ads. Like there's so many things. Google's reading our emails. Google is looking at all of our stuff. And that's why they're a big centric focus on privacy, which is great. It's not great for advertisers, But it's not bad for advertisers because it's going to weed out the crappy ones, the ones that are just relying on automated machine learning and things like that. If you can't understand the tools, the mechanisms, and how they work, you should be able to be left in the dust. So here's another one: avoid creating unfair or reinforcing unfair biases. Yeah. Again, culture, societies, here you go: race, ethnicity, gender, nationality, income. With AI, they're going to have to just implement a whole bunch of other rules: sexual orientation, ability, political. Yeah, see, political and religious beliefs. Anything where it comes into identification with the ego, that's where it's going to be interesting. Be built and tested for safety. Um, Unintended results that create risk of harm. Develop AI systems to be appropriately cautious in seeking to develop them in accordance with best practices in AI safety research. We will test AI technologies in constrained environments and monitor their operation. I'd be curious to know what that contextually means as far as an example. What is it like? Are safeties at risk? How? Is Google going to come out and eat me with their cell phones? No, I'm not trying to be funny. I am trying to be funny. But it is a serious matter, right? Be accountable to people. So for feedback, relevant explanations, incorporate privacy design principles, notice and consent in current architectures with privacy safeguards, obviously keeping data private. And also AI is like the biggest, like especially with these ChatGPT styled programs, it's like the biggest ripoff of content. We're just taking other people's content, rewording, rephrasing, rewriting. Is any content going to be unique at this point, or are we all just going to become lazy and not create anything? Or will the stuff that AI create be better than what we could ever create? I mean, if it's going to be a billion times our capacity, that's probably going to be true. Uphold high standards of scientific excellence. So critical domains like biology, chemistry, medicine. This is the cool part about AI. Like, why can't we solve major things now? We should be able to solve major problems like cancer, disease. AI tools have the potential to unlock new realms of scientific research and knowledge in critical domains like biology, chemistry, medicine. Like that's sick. We should be able to go to the moon. Not go to the moon. We can go to the moon. We should be able to go live on Mars now and have multiple like planetary exchanges. Like this is what's happening now. And I should probably stop doing everything I'm doing and just leverage AI somehow, right? I need to build something AI. This is going to be the big buzzword. It already is. It's going to keep being that. It's going to change our life forever, just like the computer did, or just like social media did. Our life is going to be completely different because of it. And it might be the most impactful item that we've seen since the computer, right? I mean, we can't even go inside any real office or place of business without there being one computer or a mobile phone. Can't live without them now. It's a luxury when we get to go camping and we get to be unplugged. But yeah. So, anyways, I'm going on all sorts of tangents. Be made available for the uses that accord with these principles. Primary purpose and use, primary purpose and likely use of technology and application, including how closely the solution is related to or adaptable to a harmful use. I mean, these are nice principles. I would like to see Google expand upon this and actually give contextual examples of the positive and the negative of each one of these principles, because I think it would illustrate the point better. But it's something. Whether the use of technology will have significant impact, nature of Google's involvement, whether we are providing general purpose tools, integrating tools for customers. Artificial intelligence, the quality of artificial intelligence is directly correlated to the data sets and subsequent data analysis. And the more data we provide the machine, the better it's going to be. That's just like practice makes perfect, right? So like when you go practice music or you're playing music or dance or something, the better you're going to get is when you give your system more data, more reference points, more experience. That's where confidence comes in, right? Knowing what to do because you've seen it all. and that happens over time. But now we're giving this thing the ability to analyze all of our data and then spit out the perfect customer at the perfect time. But not just customer, that's just consumer. Like AI is a tool and it can be used good but also bad. You know, you can pinpoint people much differently now. Imagine if you wanted to get access to all the people that looked a certain way or had a certain religion or whatever, and then you could use AI to attack them. I mean, that's one of the negative consequences that you could do. Again, I'm not trying to promote anything like that on this channel. I'm literally just saying a capacity of what's possible. You can also use it for the good. Like we should be able to use this tool to, you know, solve things that seem impossible, right? We should be able to use this tool to solve things like curing cancer or, you know, I don't know, disease is the first thing I think of, or solve complex problems like the deforestation of our planet. Like we should be in eliminating waste and repurposing waste. We should be able to solve these using this technology, and that's what's so exciting. You know, we just need to make sure that we do it in a safe way. And but again, humanity is controlled by humanity. But this is the first time in a long time where we might have something that's smarter than us, and we don't know if we'll be in control from it. Um, we'll have to see. It's an interesting and scary time to live in. We'll see how it impacts us. But anyways, this is a little bit about Google's principles. If you want to know more, you can go to ai.google.com/ all this stuff. ai.google/ responsibility/ principles. You can find it and just find their whole thing on AI. So hopefully that pardons a little bit of discussion. Oh, what's this? Applications we will not pursue. Technologies that cause or likely to cause overall harm. Okay. Yep. Weapons or other technology. Good. Technologies gather use information surveillance violations. Technology's purpose contravenes widely accepted principles of international law and human rights. Obviously, right? I mean, that's good. But how are they going to control it? Like, once this cat is out of the bag, which it is, how do you control it? It's like social media. When you push something on social media, how do you control it? It's almost like there's so many different applications you can use it for. You just have to be diligent, careful, and keep your nose to the grindstone. So that's it, guys. Hope all is good. Would love more discussion on this. Leave like, comment, subscribe, whatever. If you dislike me, okay, is what it is. Maybe we can develop some AI together where you can like me again. Anyways, that's all I got. Take care.